My name is Borte Moore, and this is Dream, Design, Do. My name is Borte Moore. I am from Eastern North Carolina. I was born and raised in a really small town called Ayden. So my mom and dad, they still live in Ayden, the very house that they raised us in. And they're just amazing, sweet people. Oh, my mom, she's an amazing lady. She's a strong woman, for sure. And she would do anything for her children. She was a stay-at-home mom. She really enjoyed that. And my dad, he's an awesome guy. We have a great relationship. My dad kind of had a rough time. He was a successful engineer at one point in his life, but early in their marriage, and I think two kids in, maybe I wasn't born yet, he was on a business trip and came back home, and shortly after that basically did not know who my mom was. He didn't know who my brother and my sister at that time was, and at that point he was pretty much diagnosed with schizophrenic and bipolar. Mental illness is something that you treat. You won't ever get over it. It's not something that people ask to be that way. In many cases, I kind of play the ref, but I am a sounding board to him. I listen to him a lot. I think he has taught me patience. My mom and dad, I think they're coming up on 48 years of marriage. They stuck it out. But at that time, my mom, she was a stay-at-home mom, but she had to get a job and start working. And that really kind of changed the dynamics a little bit. If anybody knows what it is to have a loved one who struggles mentally or is mentally ill, it is a lot on the caregiver. One memory I have, cutting the grass outside. I enjoyed doing that for my family. And that was kind of my part-time gig, or my gig as a kid. And I remember cutting the front yard, and my dad, he stopped me on the lawnmower and he says, "Borte." It's like, somebody's in the back. They're gonna get us. And I stopped the lawnmower and I said, "Dad," I said, "No, get that out of your mind. That's not real. That's not true." And I remember him looking me dead in the eyes, and he says, "Borte, it is true." And as he was telling me this, a tear trickled down his eye. And of course, that made me very emotional because I was reminded it's so real to him, but it's not real. So that was just kind of an ongoing thing throughout the whole family, really, to just deal with that. Faith is something that we all just kind of cling to. I remember just vividly my mom in our formal living room just on her knees praying. I also remember a time my mom sitting down on the couch and she was just sobbing, because my dad had pretty much depleted the savings account, right? And we all just can joke about this now, by the way, but and I remember walking, and I was maybe, I don't know, 10, 11. And I said, "Mom," I said, "pray." And she looked me dead in the eyes and she says, "Borte, I'm tired of praying," And at that time, it had pretty much just, really, it was a toll on her. But I think in many ways, the Lord kind of used me to just kind of whisper prayers for my family, for my mom, as she kind of dealt with it all. Dream, design, do.